What's up, guys? Hello, hello. Just going to start over, I think. We'll start from scratch. Oh guys, what's up? I will start over today. I'll go completely from scratch. I will show you some levels and stuff. We'll keep our friends Vykovs here on the chart. And my current expectations. Okay. So for Bitcoin, I would be looking into these levels. This is the area you want to look for potential shorts. Invalidation would be when we have a closure above this level. These are the main levels that I would be looking for. Can set up some levels here to see what could it be. Be mostly careful about this one here, which we can try to refine lower. Yeah, okay, so basically the same level. Just quickly go for the levels we had previously here, which could be important. Going to highlight this. And we also need to go for a cycle highs. And cycle lows. So for this exact scenario, I would expect a small chop around here. As you can see on X, mostly they are trying to scare people off right now. I believe we are in this current situation around here, somewhere around here. And that this is the Vykov basically. So if we drop to lower levels, This is your PS. This is your SC. AR. And yeah. Possibly this could be AR as well. No, I mean the upper level, the SOE. And yeah. Okay, I want to delete this. I'll go through the chat in a second. Just going to show you what I see. We will put down the levels. I was talking about this liquidity curve many times in our group, and these are levels that had a free tap basically, so these are the lowest levels that should be filled minimum, because these are the unfilled wicks, this or this, and you want to see a clear closure below these levels. And it happened previously here too, where we had these. And you could start looking for some scalp longs. For our... there was also a 12-hour or 1 day free tap, I believe it was here. So you want to see some quick and sharp closure below these levels, and then you can start searching for longs. Possibly, if not, given the situation, then you should ignore it. I know there was a liquidity here too, lower time frame. It was this. I believe it was this, yeah. Which we now successfully swept here. And yeah. Okay. Let me check what you guys wrote. So now we will check Solana for sure. Do you use same TF for a longer time, or you make changes improving it from time to time? I actually use the same. I just use different concepts sometimes, but it's all the time the same, that like the stuff I chart is kind of connected to each other. It's just you mostly saw me use a only free tap previously. The free tap I was talking about many times, but there's more to it, and you will have more videos soon coming to that. But yeah, so this is free tap, liquidity curve. This is a build up. I usually will sweep some sort of previous liquidity and then reverse after the curve is finished. Right now these levels are important to watch. And what you had here is some sort of view free currently. But this is not something I would trade, but can help you understand what is happening and why I expect this expansion, and why we should be looking for some shorts from that area. Wouldn't be surprised if we actually tested this as a 50% right here. Yeah, it's exactly on the red line, so there's a big chance we will come back to what is it? 91,262, form some sort of a reversal point there, and then we will continue shorting. But my bias is the same. I believe crypto will still go up in February, somewhere around mid-February. Ethereum is looking very similar to Bitcoin, but slightly better. Structure looks differently than on the Bitcoin, because we had the liquidity curve, which is now nearly fully liquidated. This build up basically, and this sweep here was a liquidation of that whole liquidity curve. The only thing that we need to be careful about is the Wyckoff as well, which potentially should be around these levels, and now we need to pay attention to the lower time frame. There's still older levels here of a free tap. The problem here is on lower time frame this can't be really counted, because there was a free tap previously, so this is a option only, and you should mark a different color if you know that it's been filled. Something not so sharp, because if you go on 1 hour, you can see we had unfilled wicks here, and this move, this sharp candle, is what swept the old free tap, and then you can't really count it because it's still a sweep which already occurred. So it's a possibility, but you need to pay attention to lower time frame where we don't have many wicks. So there's a chance that we will soon reverse here, but still what you need to pay attention to is a big free tap again. And on lower time frame we have not swept that area yet, only with this sorry, with this candle, but it should not be enough just yet. But in my opinion, we are going to soon go higher. It's just a matter of time, but yeah. Question is if we will sweep this or not. There's a possibility that we will create some sort of a SMT between Bitcoin and Ethereum, where I would expect Ethereum to put down the higher low and Bitcoin to put down the lower low. Good evening. Yeah, we will check it all, guys. I will just go first through Ethereum and Bitcoin, then we will move on to the other ones. We can go to levels as well. There was one old level, which was right here, which you should respect too. See how it always respected that level here too. This is your key area for a longer term. So you don't want to lose this level, otherwise we could see levels like these old ones below 2k. What do we need to check? Can look for Ethereum, Bitcoin. How it is looking here. Yeah, kind of same problem. See how we have this big support that's not taken down yet. Some sort of a curve here. Probably starting from here to like here. Doesn't matter, but you see the shape of this, so it doesn't bother us. But yeah, Ethereum and Bitcoin is in some sort of range currently. And yeah, this is well placed, and you can see this. Another curve here on lower time frame. And lower time frame free tap here. I know it's a lot of lines. You don't need to mark them really. If I don't like to have a lot of lines on my chart, and I know they are lower time frame, I usually do something like this, so it doesn't bother you as much. So you can clearly see the price and its movement. Yeah, this is the key level. Okay, not much to be said about that. What we had here was something I warned the VIP2 about. USDT dominance had a bullish bullish free tap, which was bearish for crypto obviously, which was loading here for a while, and we had this sweep. It's currently in some sort of a, I'll show you what I mean, I just need to find it. One sec, I know you can see anything right now. I probably closed it, let me just find it then. So just trading. This exactly. This is what we are looking into right now. So yeah, this is what I believe is currently happening. So now it just depends if we are in this situation or if we are around here. So on lower time frame has something similar. This is not going to be repeated every time perfectly, but it's sort of a free tap model too. Or like a setup where you will find a free tap as well. It was very obvious we had a curve here. And on higher time frame, we are still stuck in this big range. And on daily, this was the range we had. There was some unfilled areas here too. I don't have them marked right now here as this is new chart. But yeah, there's something waiting in here somewhere there. I'm not really sure where it was right now, but this is what should be filled later on. And yeah. Pretty simple, I would say. There's a chance we will sweep these highs here. Because what we are actually missing in this current situation, this was the perfect setup to here. It's the same model I showed you here. You can kind of see the sweeps. Oh, that's something different than I wanted. This is your first sweep. This is the second sweep up here. So what we are missing right now is just a big push to some sort of a level here, and then you'll likely reverse. So more blood coming, probably. But yeah. This is what I did not notice previously. Let me just check something. Okay, we might actually have the target area for longs later on. No, never mind, it is invalidated. It was slightly higher. But this setup is basically what. I can close this and I can show you, since we had it here. I think it's pretty obvious. This is the sweep. And I don't think I need to show as much. I can show you on 12-hour how it looks, but it's basically the same. Even if I like marked it, you would see that it's... Right now we are in that situation. Just quickly marking it so you kind of understand what I mean, but yeah. I don't think the blood will be as bad, but I think it will catch many people off guard. Let's check other coins. Okay, what you guys wanted to see? Yeah, we will check, boy. I think it's just stuck with the It's stuck because of the Ethereum right now, but still holding quite well compared to the other memes and stuff like that. You guys wanted to see AR. Okay, let's go for AR. Let's go to weekly. First, let's see. Okay. Okay, clear range. Now sweeping the lows. A free tab here. Oh, actually, let me go back. I'll show you what's the problem with the charts. So you see, no one really expected dump, but what is nice is that we actually are creating new wicks on the low, which was very, very important. Because we never had them since the open of the yellow candle. And it's very, very needed for a halfway structure. So if we want to go higher, you need a lower wicks. Like this small wick is not really enough. You really need a bigger one. Yeah, I could actually... No, I can do that. Okay. So most of the coins don't have the lower wick. Doge. I think Doge has 0. Yeah. You see, like, this is a very unhealthy structure of the candle. There's no wick, and that's basically a unfilled price action. So I call it UNF. And this is what we are filling on the charts. Okay, let's go back to AR then, so I can finish that. I will go quickly through these guys. I don't want to spend as much time on them. But yeah. AR no structure really right now that would tell us anything. All I see is a demand chain here. And what is important for this demand chain is not to lose it. Because this is what you're looking into. And if this level is lost, you need to be very, very cautious. This is already a bad candle. Like the fact that we closed below here is quite problematic and can signalize that we are going to fail this. But for the supply levels, you need to also mark them. You don't want to see a closure above, so this kind of tells you what's happening. And after this, we need to go on lower time frame. So now if we go to 4 hour, you can see what is unfilled here. This can go like this. It's a small candle. I would delete the text because we don't see it there. Demand chains are basically just a continuations of the previous wicks. But if it wicks lower, the chain is broken and you need to kind of understand what's going to happen and what is happening. So as long as this wick is protected, you're safe. If not, then you will need to look for a new supply that would form. The supply would mostly create after this level is taken, and will create somewhere around here if this is the fall. It's going to be like you can have some sort of structure, but you want to mark the high of the violent move that would break this structure. That's your supply chain. And if the demand chain is broken, price will come back to that supply chain, and then we'll decide what it does. There's a chance it will make a small reaction only, and if it overcomes that, you want to long from this area. If it doesn't fail, it will send the price lower before it finds another new demand chain. I know this is a very hard topic for me to explain, because yeah, you need much more, you need to see it more easily after that. But if the wick goes below that level, just like slightly like that, it's already it's already considered as a weak level. So yeah, this is AR right now. There's not much to work with. You can maybe like mark this, but there was no uptrend really. And maybe this actually. We have unfilled levels here, so there's a big chance we will fail this. Because you have a big free tap up here. We go on 1 hour. Yeah, you can still count this, but it needs to be like this. So yeah, if it falls, it's a big chance we will fall all the way down here. Why is it not working, man? All the way down here. Could we check Bitcoin Cash? Yes. Let's go Bitcoin Cash. Thank you guys for coming. Let me know what was your plan for this week actually. What do you plan to do? What are you up to? Let's connect a little bit more. Okay, I immediately see that we have some liquidity that was taken up here, which is good. There's this wave loading up here, which we need to inspect more on a lower time frame. This was taken, so this is a valid free tap that happened. This is the sweep of the free tap. We have still some sort of uptrend. The new level could be this. We need to go on lower time frame again. Okay, this was swept too, so this is invalidated too. Let's make it more nicer. Oh, I see what we have here. So there's a free tap up here, bearish one, but we should not leave or go lower without sweeping this afterwards. Or if it does, this is your trigger for short, or like a area to watch for shorts. In here, this is a possibility here. There's a lot of happening right now. I'll mark these red so you are not orange. So you understand what is what. So these are the two triggers I would be looking for right now. Could also be around 0.75, somewhere around here. Yeah. And this looks like a strong level too. This is the level I'm interested in. Yeah, so Bitcoin Cash somewhere around here is the level you wanna be looking for. Around 556 to 562. Wait, what? Something happened? See that you guys immediately went to 0. Please write something in the chat if you're here, because somehow I can't see anyone in the chat right now. Out of nowhere it dropped to 0. I don't know if I didn't fuck something up, but... interesting. Okay. Yeah, okay. Nice. Solana. Okay, let's check Solana. Sorry for the pause, but YouTube Analytics has some sort of problem, so I thought the stream stopped for a second. Solana, very clear. Had a free tab here, which was now swept. So what you're doing right now is waiting for some liquidity to be swept around here. There's not really much to speak about on this one. It's probably bounced off the 0.75, yeah. And this is basically a price where you don't want to do anything on Solana. Because you had the valid structure here. Then you had the sweep. And you had the reaction to the 0.75 pip. So right now this is basically a finished setup. You want to sit on your hands on this one and not do anything at this point. You can look for some key levels. This was the level. The big sweep level. There might be liquidity down here still, because this is the level that broke to the upside. So there's a chance we'll fall all the way down here right now. And this is likely a finished wick off as well. 1 second. Let's copy it so I can show you. Hope you can see it. This is actually... The question is if we are in... if we finish this right here, or if we are in an area where we are ranging now or so. It's very possible, but again, the problem with this is that here what could still happen is a third leg down, and if that is true, then we should be looking for this. So yeah, it would kinda align with the fib level, and in this case there's a bigger chance that we are in this current situation where we are dropping down here and we are somewhere around this area right now. So there's a big chance big push will come soon before we get the expansion to the upside towards the higher levels. Do you see the liquidity curve build up? And yeah, it kinda all aligns together. So, Badim, this is kinda your answer to my to your question as well. How I utilize all these. It's all the time the same. It's just connecting more concepts to one particular finish setup or final setup. Does the SOL price can be expected in Buran? I actually don't like to predict as much. But if you're looking into FIBs, let's do one more thing, and that is the 0.25 pip. So yeah. So you want to be buying around 0.109 per sol, and in that case you would be looking into 180 dollars per 1 sol first. So this is your first target. I'll be looking for a reaction here, then adjust a stop loss to that, and then you can long towards this area. Hopefully it's clear. I don't think there's much more to say about Sol. It feels like a good setup. From more general perspective, is market cooking for bull run soon? Yes, I believe so. I believe the mid lows will be set below before the 14th of February. So second week latest. We should have macro lows for altcoins in. This is my expectations, and this is what I believe will happen. Because if we go to USDT, or not USDT, US 500, so S&P against total free. This is what I've said many times on the stream already. You are in a big wick off. This is price. I copied price. I don't want price. I want this. If this is unfinished wick off, which very much looks like one, then we still are missing a one leg down, and it should also be 144 weeks since the latest top. So around here, 16th March, the latest, is where the low should be put in for altcoins, or I mean top, or coming to the top, somewhere around this area, because total already had that, and it was 144 weeks. It was exactly 142. And if we go to this chart, then this means that once this happens, then stocks will start outperforming crypto. So in that case, it's very obvious that stocks will be stronger than crypto, which means riskier assets will struggle more. Also, what we are having here on daily, why I believe altcoins are going lower soon, is this free tap, which we are kind of finishing right now, and there's a chance that we might be starting to do something around here. I'm bearish on the Bitcoin, but it's we are in a very interesting area where I can't really tell you if the Bitcoin will fall and alts will run, or what's going to happen, but I know we are very close to a big altcoin push. Or not, like, it doesn't have to be insanely big, but it's going to be sharp. So the alts will quickly rise. And what you can see lately is, I feel like they are preparing market for a big peer events, and yeah, which is good because they are trying to use anything they can for a setups that would boost our coins much higher, and we could be bottoming right now actually. So just depends if they will push it lower to fill some sort of big free taps, or if this is enough for them and they will start pushing it from here, because we had the sweep here. So Litecoin, for example, a very good coin for long-term buy, in my opinion. This inverse head and shoulders on one hour playing out on Bitcoin cash scalp long to bearish free taps. I won't be commenting much on patterns. I don't like patterns. What I'm trading is not a pattern. Basically, it's a... I mean, you could call it probably pattern, but it's countering the core concepts of market, which is support, resistance, and uptrends. It has more conditions to be met on free taps than you have on regular patterns. Let me check if there's not a lower time frame free tap. There might be soon some sort of scalp on Ethereum. Some sort of intraday scalp could be possible. Once we get a 5-minute closure below this level, then there's a chance that we will do something like this. This is valid because 5 minute is fine. 1 minute is the problem. Isn't the problem really? But the question is, again, there was 1 minute free tap here. It's not as visible, but it's valid. So see, 1, 2, 3. There's your uptrend. But this should not be it just yet. Okay. There's something I wanted to check too for sure. Oh, maybe it was the coins you guys sent. Yeah. Super, okay. So you wanted to check super. Let's see. Ciao. Super not really nice looking right now. There's no proper structure to work with. It's like these levels, there's zero resistance, but you don't have a good looking downtrend. Zero uptrend, so quite in the range. Maybe this is the range actually. No, that's too low, so this is not the range. But this could be the one. It's just a very weird chart. I don't know what's the market cap of this. It feels a little bad. How much is it down from the top? If it's more than 93%, you wanna avoid it. 92. There is a chance it's going to bottom here. But if it's like the coin is not strong and doesn't find much volume, then you're cooked. But in case this is some sort of valid free tap, which is not as obvious here, there might be something in here, then possibly you could trade it, but I personally don't like this coin as much. And what I see here is there's might be something like this, okay, but we need to check lower. And this is going to be, yeah, this is invalidated. So maybe this was the free tap, now it's forming some sort of bottom, but I would avoid this coin, most likely. What I see here, maybe on 1 hour, this. 15 minutes, if this is not violated, okay. Yeah, I mean, this is possible then. So you need to wait for some sort of sweep again here. And I would only trade it if this recovers back to this level. And then long it from here with stop on the lows. What about Rose? Rose is actually looking quite fine. They had some nice volume lately. Could be breaking up. It's the privacy coin that's lagging a lot from the other ones, but... Question is if we have some sort of a good price action, because it didn't really create any free tap lately. There's not much that would be sustainable for now. Maybe if we go on 8-hour zones, it pumped off the zone. Respect this one. Rose is scary right now. Like, it definitely has some areas that should be swept. The problem is you're not really having any valid setups right now. Because all you see here is like never-ending dumping, then sudden pump. But the problem is here there was liquidity, so if this is enough for them, they can push it lower again. I know these coins have been quite shot by people like Alice, and that's the problem. Like, these are coordinated shells. I was believing a lot in Rose, but lately my sentiment is kind of shifting from this one. It's like you don't want to end up holding something if there's not enough strength in organic stuff. Because this is what I see right now. There may have been some sort of free tab here, and this is the old one, so if they wanted to sweep this, now it's forming a bottom, I mean top, and then there might be some sort of a, oh, wrong one, some sort of a liquidity, you see. So for now, I would say this is more bearish than bullish for this time frame. So at least for a couple weeks, days, it's going to be bearish likely. Wu was very short by many bad influencers. Yeah, you can actually see. One sec. Let's go back to Rose. Let's go to weekly. Let me copy this fractal. And now let's go back. Oh, okay, we need to do it like this. Never mind. It looks a lot like this. Okay, you can kind of see how exactly the same it is looking. It's almost scary how like precise it is. And remember that both these coins were shelled by the same influencers. You see? Like, these are not pumping because the coins would be strong, but they are pumping with the market. That's the only reason they are pumping. So this tells you what? This tells you that the sentiment on these coins is not really something that's going to be strong. Because like, it's almost funny how same this fractal is. Yeah. Bro, 5-minute Bitcoin free tap. Let me see. 5 minutes is a very small time frame. I don't see any. Not sure what you mean currently. This might have been a level for sure on 1 minute, but it's like intraday scalps. This is your sweep. But never go on like super low time frames. You always want to start with as much as daily, at least. For free taps and stuff like that. ICP? Okay, we'll check ICP. This is not good looking, this setup. What is not good looking is what I mean that what I'm searching for. Where is it? Am I fucking blind? Oh, okay. So either this or this is the CRT. If this is the CRT, then you are fine, because the low was swept on this one. But looking into the higher time frame, you can immediately see there's some sort of level here. But you want to see if there's anything like that from earlier. Because if there is, then the pump lately was mostly from the price just rejecting these. Yeah, so if I would be looking for a well, I would be very cautious right now and would be looking for, I mean, this is fine level, but this one's better. 8 hour, was there any 8 hour? It's the same, yeah. This is the level I would be looking for, honestly. I don't think there's more that I need to say about this coin, because it's not really giving us more information currently than that. What's this? 30-minute. Okay, so there's a bearish free tap on lower time frame. If there's some sort of pump to here, would be looking for some reaction. If it reacts down, be looking for a trigger down here. But it's going to be probably a free tap on lower time frame too. Yeah. So there is a chance the exact way it will play out is some sort of this to the lower levels and then higher. This is what I would kind of expect right now from it. But this doesn't have to be bottom. Remember, it's lower time frame free tap, so it can sweep some sort of liquidity first. You want to be trading mostly the big higher time frame setups, which is this one. ADA next. ADA, okay. ADA, I have a specific chart for ADA, which is against USDT. Just simply because of the stuff it's been doing. And what I believe is going to happen is this free tab being swept here. There's a lot of big levels. Actually, let me show you on the old chart because it's going to be easier and it's already charted there. There's a lot of free tabs you see, and I would be waiting for this level on this sticker. You can copy it or you can screenshot it, whatever. I'll be waiting for a 0.04 to start adding into ADA first, which should align with the drop that might come in before the February. And that would be your macro low for a higher prices. I actually believe that this could bump us quite high, and ADA could be a good performer in the next coming months, looking into like 600-500% rise. And Doge, I think we went through Doge if I'm not wrong. But we will... Oh, we didn't. I just told you that this little fucker doesn't have a wick. So, before anything, this needs to fill its wick on the lower time frame. There's some sort of a big liquidity curve too, loading in here. Which could have been liquidated with this wick. Just looking if there's some sort of demand chain. This is why I was quite stuck. Okay, if this was this, then this needed to hold, which it did. And the price is holding on this level right now, which retail is likely watching as a breaker block, or whatever it is called, order block, reversed order block, something like that. And maybe it was a reaction to 0.752. No, it's not, it's slower. But Dogecoin overall looks good if you're going to buy spot, just simply because of this free tab. It has the same structure as ADA basically. So if you're looking to scale into spot, it doesn't really matter if you buy here or slightly lower, the price should come up here. And yeah, should be just a matter of time. Let's go on to next coin. Boy, okay. We'll go to Boy, but I need to switch these scenes for that. It's kind of playing with the fractal, because I know we are very close to bottom. Depends if they will catch onto the... We need other people to run there, kinda, so... Okay, you should see Boy right now. I hope I will not forget to switch scenes later on. I was playing with the fractal today because... Let me go on higher time frame. Or not higher time frame, but higher screen, bigger screen. You see like how we are copying the structure here, and around here. Now it's not as obvious. Right now I had it slightly better before. I was playing with the fractal today, just to kind of see how they are copying it. Because some of the regions are slightly moved, like it's not going to be copied exactly the same, like from the time perspective. What the structure is doing is the same as Boa. And this fractal is SPX 6900. So yeah, and on top of that we have a big free tab loading here. So my thesis is that we are going to sweep this, just keep sweeping this. On weekly we didn't close a single candle yet below this level. Show you, I will delete everything so you can see it. We have not closed a weekly candle below this price basically for the free tab. So this is going to be the first candle that will close below and should soon start reversing on us. Once it reclaims this level, I expect a big push to the upside. But the key is that we are finally below that level. So I know it's like painful, but it's good it's happening, because if this is a big free tap, it's going to push very, very quickly. And at the same time, we are confirming the strength of a good coin with the free tap setup. Because this is where majority will sell their bags. And this is where the big ones will pump it. Let me sip a little bit of water. Near, okay, let's check near. Let me switch the scenes again so I don't forget. This looks a lot like Rose we just checked. And Wu as well. Yeah. So this coin is not looking as good from what I see at first. Do we have here possible free tap maybe? This is looking slightly better than the other ones. Might be some sort of free tap on here as well. We need the 8-hour zones. If it drops, the furthest I would like to see a reaction is 0.05. Had a liquidity curve up here. Probably going to be better if I chart it from here. But it doesn't matter, it's liquidity is liquidity. You understand my point here, I think. Lower time frame. Okay, this was tested. But pay attention to this level as well. Might only sweep it and run about again up. Why this level is important? Because we have a zone, sometimes it just taps it, and then you want to check if this taps it again but never closes below, so it's like a small wick, and then quick push to the upside. That could be possibly one of the levels. Trying to see if there's some sort of unfilled free tap, but there isn't. Okay, this was the free tap too. Yeah, I don't have much to say about this except for this possible level. And there's... oh, okay, I see. So yeah, so there's a bullish free tap loading on a lower time frame, but first needs to sweep these levels. So, but it can go lower than this sweep. So my bet is that this is going to be swept and actually could play the way I just charted lower. So yeah, would be paying attention around these areas. Actually add a alert on this in case it does something. And if I wanted to check it later on. Wait, okay, crossing, nice. What if Bitcoin closes daily or weekly above 90k in signs of short-term bullishness? Actually, likely not. The reason for that is the reason for that is this. I don't believe we are going to go higher for now. This is the plan for now, and kind of remains the main one. I feel like there's no reason for us to go right now higher on Bitcoin unless something big happens, and it should finish its wick off and the unfilled candles here, because like I will give you a comparison. Let's compare this to the Ethereum, so you understand what I mean by the unfilled free tap. Okay, so here you see we have these levels and these levels, right? So this was the free tap on Ethereum and liquidity curve here. Okay, liquidity curve. And this level was already swept yesterday on Ethereum. But here, okay, you have liquidity curve, you have free tap, but no sweep of that level. So there is a big chance that Ethereum could be done and might actually start going higher, but Bitcoin should still fill these levels at minimum, because it's this is where a lot of orders was stuck, and this is where they would load up on their longs. And on top of that, you need to understand how many of the stop losses are below these levels. Everyone who is long, trying to go low leverage, has their stop somewhere around here, because it's the latest move. The reason for that, again, very simple. They go higher time frame. They usually long like this with their stops below the last low. And even if like this, doesn't matter what they do. Majority actually longed here, where I warned you about the short and where we shorted around here. Why? Why did they do that? Because we had a closure on the daily level above the wicks, above the support level, above the resistance. All these levels were the main area for them to open their longs. This is what stopped the early shorts and activated the longs. Right now, you need these. The funny thing is everyone expects like very bad conditions right now. I am not going to tell you what's going to happen on Bitcoin in long term. I showed you the plan on Wyckoff from the top. Gave you the plan we had here. I showed it in the group too. Warned you about all this whole move, basically exactly the way it went. But I'm not an expert on Bitcoin, I will admit that. I think for that you should actually see D-Man and his predictions. We have like a very, I would say, very interesting relationship in sort of altcoins and Bitcoin, because he often says that he doesn't understand altcoins and I don't understand Bitcoin. So in this case, I actually agree fully, because Bitcoin behaves a lot differently than altcoins, and altcoins behave more differently than the Bitcoin. They are two different worlds, and Bitcoin is not something that I would be an expert in, but D-Man is. So for further Bitcoin moves, I would visit him. I would just kind of give you the ideas on the altcoins. I'm actually feeling much better talking on these streams slightly. Like, I'm trying to explain the stuff, and I think it's more clear what I'm trying to say than what was like the first stream. It's interesting. Really helps to talk on the stream. You wanted to check a... Okay. Start with this. This is a level I want to mark. And this as well. We have something here. Maybe, possibly, yeah. Something here, okay. There's the free tab here. Possibly was the bottom. We go on lower time frame. This could be it. Yeah. This actually looks pretty good. I mean, I have nothing against this coin. It looks fine. Rate is at 0.75. Actually looks like a clear setup where you could possibly even long it. Interesting. One sec. Oh, sorry guys, 1 second. Okay, so I feel like this is actually looking good. Check if there's something else to it, why we should not be looking into this setup, but actually, yeah. There's some lower time frame free taps. I don't see an issue with this coin. Mostly looks very bullish. first area of a possible short be 14% higher. For now. There might be some liquidity down here. I'm looking into these. But that's it really. And let's see if we didn't sweep the... Okay, we didn't, but yeah. I approve this coin for long term. A spot. 1 second. I wouldn't immediately long it, but looks fine. There is likely going to be some sort of setup soon. I'm just going to check if something is happening with Bohem. Actually, not to brag, but okay, we need to switch scenes. What do we have here? What do we have here? 15-minute free tap, 1 hour free tap. Bottom, maybe can do something. But yeah, I still hold the whole back on Book of Ethereum. Didn't sold anything, actually bought slightly bit more lately. Not much, but I mean, like if you're looking for 10x, even $100 is good. You don't need to buy for thousands here. It's risky and you will still make a lot of money if, even with a couple hundreds, if we are right. Yeah. Okay guys, let's check the... Okay, I don't like this song, let's skip it. USDT dominance, we checked USDT dominance, so if you didn't find that, please go back in the stream. It was somewhere around middle. Bitcoin dominance looks pretty weak to me still. Can refer to the other charts. I'm not sure where I have it charted. I think it was here. Maybe not. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere here. Okay, then it's on a different one. Not here. Don't need that. Not anywhere here. I'm not sure on which... Oh yeah, it was probably on these. Red and white. Okay. We get some old levels here as I see. But that's not the one I'm looking for still. Why is it not the levels? I honestly don't know on which one we had it. I know there's a big, like, in-depth work around it, but I have no idea where it was right now. So maybe we can start over. But yeah. Where was the range here? Let's go on the monthly first. I know there's some sort of block, I just don't remember which time frame it was. Right now. But like that block is not really as important for the analysis. I'll check what it says here. Why is my tablet fucking blowing up with this announcements? I see here is a support here. But do we have some sort of retap? Currently not. No visible downtrend. Oh, I see. I was not zoomed out as much. This was the... Oh yeah, thank you guys. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. It's okay, I didn't really chart much. I was trying to find what we are looking for on the Bitcoin dominance. Thank you. But yeah, there's not much to chart right now. Maybe we can come here, then collapse. But thanks, buddy. I already know it was you. I have like this some sort of channel which eventually should pop. I don't like channels, so I can't really tell you what's going to happen here, but yeah. Like you can't really tell me that this is not going to be later on swept. But I don't think this is going to come right now. But either way, we should... I just want to find the fucking chart we had here. I wonder where it could be. Maybe it was actually not BTC dot. Maybe... No, I fucking closed something now. Oh no. Oh, okay, good. Where was the chart back then? Was it here? No, we had this. I don't know. Either way, Bitcoin dominance should fall soon. For the previous levels. There's no obvious downtrend, only obvious uptrend, but yeah. Not much to be said on this one. I don't really chart this much as right now. I rather prefer to chart actually this. Where is it? This. And for this you need levels. And it's a Bitcoin against USDT dominance. And this gives you ideas of where you should pay attention. So, again, liquidity curve. But that's it really. What can we check? Sui. Okay, let's check Sui. I think guys I will actually end the stream soon. I need to do some stuff today still. But I think it was helpful for you. Very nice chart actually. Sui looks good. You're just waiting for the sweep. Yeah, this chart is nice looking. Adding an alert on this one. This looks amazing. Very obvious free tap. And with very possible wake off. One sec. I need this. So yes. The fun thing on the wake off is it's not going to be all the time the same, but you can try to search for the clues. So I hope this is understandable for you a little bit more. And now I actually think about the charts. This is what might be developing here. And there's likely going to be some sort of lower time frame because of developing on this time frame too. So big chance we are somewhere around either here, but I would say we are currently in this move down. This was the selling climax. So let's check something. The most volume should be down here. Yeah. So this is a selling climax for sure. Now the question is what we are trying to do here. But yeah, regardless of this, I like the chart. Should fill the lower levels and then should continue going up. Okay, let's quickly run through the coins you guys wanted. The other ones, I would be more quickly right now, or I will be more quick right now as I need to leave. So we had this. So this was the wallet free tap. There's an unfilled one here, likely. Small one, but it's visible. It's fine looking. Let's check if I'm right or not. Yep. This was not filled yet. We can check even 15 minutes. Yeah. So this is the liquidity area for now for the done. My bet is that this will come a little lower to this area. So about a 5-6% drop. Actually add a alert on this too. Let me do it like this so it doesn't expire in a couple days. Thank you, Mr. S. No problem, bro. I'm happy you enjoyed the stream, guys. And yeah. I think today's stream is one of the most important ones we had so far. I think there's a lot of value shared, and I think you will soon be able to understand how we operate. Or how I operate. So this is that. Fetch AI. Would pay attention to this level too. There's not really anything unfilled, but these are strong levels. See, this should be range. Yeah. So there's a chance we will fill these lower levels still too before doing anything else. Not sure how deep this goes, if it goes lower than that. But yeah. And BNB is going to be last coin of the stream. We are skipping that. BNB had a solid run. Still, one of the problems is this. Yeah, there was one more thing I want to show you, which I'm scared of in long term, actually. And it's on Bitcoin. We have a big level here, so let's say this is a key liquidity for now, unless we had some sort of sweep here. This doesn't count because there was no free tap previously to that. Yeah. This is a more valid one. Nothing here, maybe here. And we have one here. You don't need to overcomplicate it, just search for some nice uptrends and then got it. Okay, this one was swept already. So this one is invalidated for now. It's not the color I wanted. Lower time frame looks like we had a free tap too. Earlier today might have been a trade, but yeah, too late for that. Okay, to the last thing I wanted to show you guys what I'm scared of. Bitcoin weekly. This is scary as fuck. Like a long-term scary, yeah, very, very scary. If we go to one of the stock coins here, very similar scenario. This is a company that has been working on GTA 6. So there's a big chance something bad is unfolding soon. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but this chart kind of gives us the vibes that we are not going to get GTA 6 anytime soon. I know it's been delayed, but the chart here looks terrible. Like mad terrible. Okay. Yeah, that was a bad question. I actually misclicked or didn't follow it through. The question should have been if you wanted $1 per second or if you would have taken 100,000 per day. Then it would make sense, but 1,000 per second is obviously much more than 100k. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching and we'll see you next time. I think it's going to be soon. I believe it was a valuable update and yeah, we'll talk soon. Thank you so much for watching and have a good night. Bye bye.